Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us tonight on our podcast. It's me, God's Baby Toe, or Ian from God's Gaming, and I'm being joined by...
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Cynical here, also known as Cynical on YouTube, and I'm a Destiny player, and I work with God's Baby Toe.
I'm also joined here by...
I'm Ty.
Yes, that's Ty.
Yes.
Okay, so tonight, pretty much what we want to talk about is one of the main topics that we have is House of Wolves just recently dropped, and me and Cynical Josh, we have been playing a lot of House of Wolves, and we've done the arena, we've pretty much done the story. We have some of the exotics. We have some of the weapons. Today we actually got our flawless victory in the Trials of Osiris. So that's pretty exciting. Josh, everything you want to say about House of Wolves?
House of Wolves brought life back to Destiny. I know when the Dark Below DLC came out, a lot of people weren't as happy with it. Everyone thought it was just a piece of shit, but I mean, House of Wolves revived Destiny. Coming out with the arena with something new, brand new survival game mode. I mean, it's seeing multiple games, but is freaking fun. Trials of Osiris, that's a really interesting thing, because let's say, for instance, you're going on a losing streak. Once you hit that third losing streak, you're kicked out for the weekend until the next event. And I honestly find that really interesting, because it gives us something different to do. It makes it more competitive. It shows who's the top-notch player. And considering the fact that they have the system where if you go 9-0, the flawless victory, you get to enter the lighthouse on Mercury, and you get an exotic emblem, some pretty good shit. And it kind of symbolizes that you're an elite player in the Crucible. But otherwise, overall, the House of Wolves is a really great DLC.
Yeah, I really just agree with that. The House of Wolves, I agree, it really did. I really did bring life back to Destiny. I remember I actually had stopped playing Destiny for a good 2 to 3 weeks to play other games, and that really brought life back to it. I really did like how they did the Trials of Osiris, and how you have to actually be good to participate in the Trials of Osiris, because if you're not good, you get kicked out, which really it's kind of bad for people who's gonna miss out on all of that really good Trials of Osiris gear. But I mean, it's finally good to have something that you have to actually be good in to earn rewards, because in Crucible and Destiny, for those of you that haven't played Destiny, it doesn't really matter if you're good or if you're bad. You're gonna get rewards regardless. But they try to fix that with the Iron Banner, and they didn't really do a very good job at that. But the Trials of Osiris, that came around, and that really amped up Crucible. That really made Crucible, I feel like, what it's supposed to be. So I really do like the House of Wolves DLC, and the arena is really fun as well too. I expected the arena to actually not be very good, and I actually really enjoyed the arena. I thought it was going to be really bad. I thought it was going to be like some really shitty like survival thing. It actually ended up being really fun, and me and Josh here have actually put in a lot of hours into it. We've pretty much gone through all of them. We almost beat 35. Josh has beat 35. Unfortunately, I haven't, but I have gotten to level 34, which is the new level cap. I already do have some pretty cool Trials of Osiris gear. Yeah, and the other thing I want to talk about too is mainly gonna probably be my rant here. Is Bloodborne. I know a lot of you guys have been watching me stream Bloodborne, and those live streams are actually gonna start picking up again. For those of you that are wondering. Okay, so pretty much another thing I want to do is Josh, I actually want to ask you something. What are your plans for your Destiny, like, I guess, career? Like, where were you planning on going in Destiny?
Honestly, I already played Destiny competitively. Trials of Osiris brought the whole new competitive level to me, And the arena could also be used as competitiveness in timed runs. Who finishes first? Same thing with raids. I mean, raids were used that way if someone wanted to compete from team to team. Like, for example, one team that we wanted to play backed out on us. It was disappointing. But, what do you call it? It's really fun, you know? Like, being able to compete against other teams and not having to go into a custom games to go against them. It's pretty fun. I can see myself in a couple years in Destiny making it big. If they do add custom games, maybe little UMG tournaments, GB tournaments, anything. Honestly, it all depends on how the game goes from here on out. If they improve it, if something downgrades, I mean, it all depends from here on out. All I really have now just to say is, all I have to do is just wait. I mean, we really never know what's going to happen to Destiny, whether it gets good or it gets crapped on again. But, I mean, after the House of Wolves dropped, I feel like it's going to be more improved. Because they showed that they put a lot of work into this DLC. And, like I said, for raids, next raid on the possible DLC, The Taken King, from what I heard, I think it's called The Taken King, or The Comment. Knowing that they're going to take their time to make this raid, for the reason being that they didn't put a raid in this DLC, it's kind of got me questioning, are they working on this raids to make it a whole lot better, where there's no cheesing, no glitching, something more of a challenge, like how it was in Vault of Glass. Like, now you can't really cheese it, and it's a challenge. I really wonder if they're gonna step up to the plate on raids and actually do it with this DLC. So, honestly, I'm probably gonna be on Destiny for a while and see how far I get in it. Honestly, I personally feel like, with the team I am with now, like with God's Baby Toe, Terminator, everyone, I mean, I feel like we could all make it big together.
Yeah, for those of you that also don't know, my friend Josh here, he's been in and out of competition, competitive playing for a really long time now. He's a really outstanding player. But yeah, I really do have to agree with that. I think, I mean, I come from PC gaming, and I play a lot of MMOs and a lot of RPG games and stuff like that. And I really do like the way that they're releasing the DLCs and everything like that, because it's very similar to how they'd release the DLCs for an RPG game. And but I do wish that the raids would be a little bigger. Like, me personally, what I would wish is, so in Destiny there are these things called strikes, and they're kind of like, I guess, mini raids. You do them to earn gear and stuff like that. And I wish the strikes that are in Destiny right now would be like the raids are currently. So, like, you would take in 6 players and you'd have to defeat like you have to beat like a mini boss and then the main final raid boss. And then the raids, the actual raids themselves, you'd have to take in 12 players and you have to defeat about 2 mini bosses and then the final raid boss. And I think that would really bring a lot of really big life into Destiny. And I think it could also attract a lot of RPG players as well, because the thing with Destiny was that they were attempting to make a game that everybody would love, but in their attempt to make a game that everybody would love, they actually ended up making a game that not a lot of people liked. And I feel like that's actually really sad, because they were trying so hard to make a really good game that everybody would love and everybody would enjoy playing, and in all those attempts to make a game that everybody loved, they actually ended up, making a game that not a lot of people liked. But even if a lot of people don't like it, I mean, it has a lot of active players, like a fuck ton of active players. Like, I remember this a few months ago, I read an article on GameSpot, I think it was, and that was written by an IGN member, and they had like somewhere close to like 9-something million active players that like log at least like 3 hours a day. which is
A lot more than Call of Duty, actually.
yeah, which is crazy numbers, crazy stats, and everything. It was honestly really outstanding to read that, especially since it's a game that I really enjoy playing a lot. Like me and Josh here, we have over 1,000 hours into Destiny, which is which is a lot of hours, yeah. Yeah, it's a really fun game overall, and I really enjoy the aspect of it all, you know, especially coming from being a really big Halo player. Halo was a really good game. I really enjoyed Halo. I loved Halo. I played all of them forwards and backwards. Another thing is the lore of the game, the history, outstanding, really good. Bungie has always been outstanding at writing lore, outstanding. Like the stories, the depth, the way everything connects, it's so good. I can't say enough about it. It's really well made. A beautiful game too. Beautiful. The other game I want to talk about actually has just came out recently. The Witcher 3. Now that game looks really good. I played all of the Witcher games except for 3, but I'm really excited to actually get my hands on it and play it. But I played 1 and 2, and then I played the little games in between. I really enjoy them a lot. They're a little difficult to grasp on. They're a little difficult to, you know, play and everything like that. But overall, they're really fun games. And I know Josh has been wanting to play it and wanting to get into the Witcher series. They're really good. I would honestly recommend them to you and to anybody who's trying to get into games and stuff like that. Another game I'd probably recommend too is I hate to recommend it. I hate to put this upon you people, but Dark Souls. You know, Dark Souls is really fun. It's honestly probably my favorite game series besides Halo. It's really good. I really love it a lot. Yeah. So House of Wolves just recently dropped. Dropped May 19th. If you haven't picked up a copy of Destiny yet, and if you've been wanting to, and if you want reason to, trust me, it's a good game. It'll consume your life. That's the only thing I can pretty much say. It'll consume your life. It's an addicting game. The grind is real. The gameplay is good. The gunplay is outstanding. The multiplayer is amazing. The PvE aspects, the social aspects. It's a really good game overall. Josh, is there any words you want to say about Destiny?
Knowing that the House of Wolves dropped, I'd like to get into the Trials of Osiris. You know, today is the first time I played it. I got to play with my buddy Terminator and Chicano. And from my experience from playing Trials of Osiris,
Terminator and Chicano are also outstanding players as well. They're also a part of me and Josh's team, the Calyptic Squad. If you're wondering how we know them and where we met them, was through the Calyptic Squad. The Calyptic Squad is the raid team, the PvE and the PvP team that me and Josh play for. And for all of you that don't know what those terms mean, it's pretty much PvE is just like story, you know, like the missions and stuff like that. It's kind of like you fighting the AI, you know, like the little stuff. And PvP is a player versus player, which is where you fight other players. That's the Crucible. But yeah, that's where we met Chicano and Terminator. Sorry to interrupt you, Josh.
oh, that's alright. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I do have to say Terminator and Chicano are really outstanding players. I mean, everyone that I've played with in Calyptic, originally Calyptic formed right after our old team, Righty Sports, disbanded, and we came together to play Destiny. I mean, overall, throughout the players that I've played with, Terminator, Chicano, Alex, JD, everyone that I've met, they're all outstanding players. But as I was saying about the Trials of Osiris, throughout my experience from today, I feel like it really separates the boys from the men, or vice versa, however the fuck it goes. And it shows like who's really good and who doesn't, who needs to work on it, like work in PvP. In Trials of Osiris, what I like from the difference between Trials and both Iron Banner and Crucible alone is that Trials of Osiris requires communication, strategy, and patience. If anything, in my whole time that I've ever played competitive, I honestly feel like Destiny does have the potential to become a competitive game. Because, I mean, there's so many events that are coming out now. The new one, Trials of Osiris, Iron Banner, let alone, is another competitive game mode. I believe it's Control or Clash that they use. I don't remember. The last time I played Iron Banner was last month. And, I mean, this game has a lot of potential for competitiveness. Even in, what do you call it, person versus environment, which is PvE. What do you call it? It does have competitiveness as well, for raids and survival. Because it shows how, it shows the good in players. Like, it shows who can stand alone or work together as a team. Because in my experience, from the teams that I've played in Destiny, I have left Calyptic before to go try out new teams, see how they are. And, I mean, literally, I've seen teams rip each other's throats out, fucking bring each other down, roast each other down to the grave. I mean, it's beyond ridiculous how some teams can react. And then coming back to this team and other teams that I've played for in Destiny, it shows how some people can gain chemistry, whether they're all local or they're from like a couple states away or even a country away. I mean, it's really amazing, honestly. And about the Trials of Osiris, I feel like it'd be pretty good for UMG and GB tournaments. Because first of all, for the Trials, they added a brand new game mode, Elimination. Elimination is just probably the most favorite thing I've ever dealt with. Such like in the back Call of Duty days, the good old Call of Duty days in SLB. SND headquarters. Elimination for Destiny is just like SND but with revival. But this one takes a lot of patience, time, communication, and you really do have to have good chemistry with your players or your teammates. Otherwise, I really don't have much to say, but I mean, all I can say right now is that Destiny's looking up. It really is, and I'm really curious to how see it comes out in the future. Yeah.
Me and Josh have been playing together for a while. I've been a competitive comp player for a long time, since the good old Halo 3 days. But it's a really good game. I especially love the fact that it's made by some of the two gaming juggernauts, Bungie and Infinity Ward, I believe. Is it not Infinity Ward? Yeah. Infinity Ward. They're the two gaming juggernauts. Infinity Ward was the ones who created Call of Duty. Bungie with the creators of Halo. It's a really good combination. It's got some of the aspects of Call of Duty. It has the amazing, beautiful gunplay of Halo. I can't say enough about that game. I really do love Destiny a lot. I've sunk a lot of hours of that game. That game has consumed a lot of my life, and I'm not, ashamed. I don't regret it at all. Of course, there's some times where the game pisses me off and I don't want to play it anymore. But yeah, you hear my guess the background fucking laughing. Yeah.
After fucking today's Prison of Elders arena for level 35, today I've experienced God's baby toe wanting to rip someone's fucking throat out because of that. We stayed 3 hours on one boss.
Don't even get me fucking started about that goddamn fucking 35 arena. Fuck me, dude. I hate that fucking thing. The final boss in the arena, his name is Skolass, and let me fucking tell you, he's a dick. Yeah, he's a hardcore fucking ass. I really don't like him. He's really ugly. Really ugly.
Like, I don't know what they were thinking about, like, making this character. I mean, he looks menacing, but he's got fucking noodles coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, he's got fucking fucking noodles. fucking.
He's got like glowing fucking noodle sauce all over his fucking noodles. It's like, it's ridiculous. I see him as a menacing boss, but after like the first time I beat him, before I saw him die with the fucking bullet to the head with the black hammer, I looked directly at his face and I noticed those fucking noodles before that shot.
Yeah, calm down there, Zer. Fucking noodle face.
Fucking Zer's nephew right there.
Like his fucking grandpa. Goddamn. Yeah. So to kind of veer off of the topic of video games. Supposedly, did you hear that? Google Fiber is supposed to be moving down a little closer to us?
I've actually did not know that, but Lord, I would love me some Google Fiber.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Google Fiber is an internet service created by Google, and it's really outstanding. It's really fast, and honestly, the fastest internet that's probably ever been created or has been touched by mankind. And let me tell you, it's glorious. Oh my, it's quite glorious. But yes, I did. Google Fiber gives me a massive erection. Google Fiber is it's a gigabit internet service, which means that its download speed is forwarding into the gigabytes, so you could download gigabytes per second, not megabytes per second, which is honestly really crazy. It's really good. Another thing I also want to talk about too is you hear that Google bought a company called Titan.
No, I did not hear that. What is that?
Yeah, so Google bought a company called Titan, and Titan makes drones. Okay, and pretty much what those drones do is once they go up, they don't come back down, because they're made out of solar panels and they run off of solar energy. And Google bought them because what they're planning on doing is flying these drones above select areas of the world and pretty much having them project down Google Fiber Wi-Fi. So they're making a web, pretty much mesh network that never comes back down, and they're going to, service it wirelessly and manually and in syncs and stuff like that. And I'm really excited for that, because that'll be really cool, because and then places that doesn't normally have good internet will. And I put some trust into Google. They're a really good company. The Google Fiber thing is really outstanding. As soon as I heard about it, I was like, oh, now another company that provides internet, and actually good internet. And then I found out it's a gigabit internet, and I was like, oh my. Oh well, hello there, Google. Let me take you out to dinner.
Someone just popped a full-on chubby.
Yes, a full chub.
Chub.
A massive.
Not the half a chub shit. It's a full chub.
It's a full chub. It's not semi-hard. It's fucking rock.
It's rock solid.
I mean, like it's poking the zipper right now, and it hurts. It hurts. The tip is on the metal. I mean, like, hang on, let me make a phone call. Houston, we have a problem. The tip is on the metal. I repeat, the tip is on the metal. Yeah. But it's really outstanding. I love the fact that Google is doing that. They're giving internet to people who maybe have not have internet or doesn't have fast internet. Because let me tell you, the only really two big companies that provide internet are Time Warner Cable and AT&T. And I don't mean to badmouth them, but they both kind of suck ass. Like really badass.
I want to make a comment.
Oh, excuse me about that.
I also have Time Warner, and it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty good sometimes. Remember that, sometimes. But it
keyword being sometimes.
Yeah, it randomly just disconnects sometimes, and it's annoying having to deal with that, especially at a certain time. Like usually on the weekends or sometimes even the weekdays if I'm dumb enough. It goes out, like, randomly at a specific time, like, around 3 or 4 in the morning. I know I shouldn't be up that fucking late, but still.
So much for not mapping them.
Pretty much.
It's a company, but...
Yeah.
They have their bad things about them, but at the same time, they have the good things about them. So, it's, in between.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like every other company, they have good things about them.
They have their flaws.
Yeah. They have their good things and they have their bad things. But So let's talk a little bit more about our team. Let's go in depth a little more about the players and honestly and probably how you could probably join too. But let's go a little bit more in depth about the players. I've played with a lot of the players of Calyptic personally. Josh has had more experience with them because he's been with them for longer. I haven't been with them for too long because me and Josh backed out to join another team, which was honestly a mistake on our part. But Calyptic was graceful enough to accept us back because I mean we're both, you know, don't mean to brag, but we're both, you know, borderline gods of Destiny. But everybody in Calyptic is godlike in their own ways. I mean, Calyptic is our team is fucking outstanding. I can't say enough about our team that makes us sound any more amazing than we already are, and we're really, really good.
Getting in depth with our players wise, honestly, the best player out of all of them, and I personally don't have favorites. I just think they're good, like overall. The best fire team I've ever seen would be Terminator, the King Alex, and Chicano, or Anomaly, or Dr. Pervy Sage, as known as his new gamer tag.
Recently went through a rebranding.
Yeah. And I mean, they deliver the best gameplays ever. I mean, feel free to check them out on YouTube as well. I know Terminator has one. I don't know about the others, but feel free to check out Terminator at Terminator on YouTube. And I mean, they deliver the best gameplay. If you ever run into them, I mean, be prepared to put up for a fight. If it's in Crucible, be prepared. I can tell you that now. I'm not trying to sound cocky for them, but I mean, they'll give you a fight. They definitely will.
I'll link their YouTube channels and the Twitters and everything down in the description for those of you that are wondering about that. As of right now, I want to take a quick break to talk about our sponsor. This podcast is brought to you by Cinch Gaming. They're a controller company, and they make outstanding controllers. Let me tell you, their controllers are very, very durable. They're very, very nice. They're not they're inexpensive, you know, for custom controllers. They're customizable in almost every way. They're beautiful looking. They're really, really fast on reaction times. They're honestly, personally, some of the best controllers I've ever played with. You could use the code GBT at their website to receive a 10% off on your next purchase. I want to say thank you again for Cinch Gaming for sponsoring us. And we're looking forward to working with you for many, many more years. Okay. So another thing I also want to talk about too was the old team that we were actually part of, XGN. If you're ever looking for a kind of a decent, a very borderline decent team to join, XGN is very, very good. But you know, if you want a competitive team to join, Calyptic, you could join Calyptic. Go onto Bungie.net and type in Calyptic Squad, and you could you know, send us an invite. We'll give you a trial. We'll interview you. We'll see if see if you're worth our time. But Calyptic is a really good team, and if you wanted to join a really good Destiny team, honestly, probably one of the best Destiny teams out there is Calyptic. Josh, do you have something to say?
For anyone that's looking to join Calyptic, really, we don't really just recruit anyone. I mean, you have to be a good player, like, not skill wise, well, a little bit skill wise, but also nice. Like, for example, if you can get along with everyone else and just be chill with anyone, I mean, that's perfectly fine. That's what we're mainly looking for. Because for a team for like this, we're looking for people that can get great chemistry with each other. Because, I mean, think about it. You recruit someone right off the bat from the forums, wherever, and they can't get good chemistry, but yet they are a good player, let alone. It really, truly won't work because they won't follow what their teammates say. They won't listen. And they'll probably end up screwing something up. No matter if they're good or bad, they're going to screw something up. Because, I mean, really, in teams, it really matters about chemistry. If you can get along together, take things into control, I mean, you're set. And talking about recruitment wise, the recruitment challenge basically is, I mean, you have to be pretty generous, I guess you can say. Just get along with everyone, you'll be fine. Like Ian said, we will interview you, run you through a trial, possibly both PvE and PvP, and then again we will talk to the founder and see how you do. And normally we do usually go to stats, but at the same time, I mean, even if you have like decent stats or bad stats, I mean, in general, stats kind of don't matter, because I mean, some people can just have bad days. I mean, if you can wow us, or I mean, if we really look into you, I mean, we'd be more than glad to recruit you.
Yeah, back to what Josh was saying about chemistry. If you ever think about starting a gaming team, or if you ever think about doing anything like that, chemistry matters. Chemistry matters a lot. Chemistry really does matter, because chemistry between players is key. You really need chemistry, because if you don't have chemistry, then you don't have a team, you don't have a friendship, you don't have a family. Because when you join a team, you're not just joining up with a group of people to kick ass with in a video game. You're joining a family. You're joining brothers and sisters, and you know, people who will ride or die. You know, fight by your side until the end. Cause I've been a part of a lot of teams. I've been a lone wolf before, but you know, I really do prefer rolling with a team, because you know, a wolf is at its best when it has a pack. So, the thing I want to talk about too was the fact that possibly Microsoft might be dropping out of the gaming. Out of the gaming thing.
Yeah, I've heard about that, and I'm actually pretty curious on how that's gonna go. I mean, honestly, I know Microsoft has their own little section, like kind of a division, like for both Xbox and, you know, PC and all that. But to see them drop out of the gaming scene, I'm pretty curious to what new is gonna come up. I mean, is PlayStation's gonna take over? I mean, I really would love to see the Xbox continue. And I mean, I feel like if they were to drop out of the gaming scene, it'd be pretty big. It'd be a big change. I mean, there's so many people that play Xbox, both consoles, PlayStation and Xbox, and just to see them like drop out, that's gonna be interesting to see. But I wonder what effect could take place.
Yeah, I started off playing PS1, and then I moved on to Xbox. But I'm really curious to see where they do go with that. I'm curious to see if they're gonna come out with the new Xbox, or if they're gonna just continue making fucking surfaces for all of eternity. But pretty soon Xbox is gonna release a big update that incorporates Windows 10 into Xbox One, and that's supposedly gonna, you know, be a turning point of whether or not they stay in or out. And supposedly, from what the article that I read, is that they're going to make one more gaming console, and if that gaming console doesn't do well, they said that they are going to be dropping out of the gaming, the face of gaming. And that similar to what Josh here said, it really does make me wonder if Sony, you know, PlayStation, if they're gonna be probably the only one of the only main consoles out there. But you know, of course, we can't leave out Nintendo. But you know,
who really kind of like, not trying to be like, you know, throwing bad name out there, but I really don't know anyone that plays a Wii. But I mean, Nintendo does have good products, don't get me wrong. But I feel like more of the between the bigger, both Xbox and PlayStation, I wonder how that would really go if Xbox were just to discontinue. Would everyone switch to the PS4, or not the PS4, the PlayStation? Or would they just go to PC, or just stop playing gaming overall?
Yeah, but I mean, you can't really badmouth Nintendo too much because they have an amazing history. You know,
Yeah, they
their history is outstanding. You know, with I mean, fuck, they really just like, you know, demolished it back in the old days and started to fall. I mean, you know, but I mean, still even then, I mean, like they still make, you know, good games every now and then, like Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers is really good. You know, I'm a really big Smash fan. I really enjoy playing it. I actually, I actually own a Wii U, believe it or not. I play it occasionally, very occasionally. Are you making retarded gestures at the fact that I own a Wii U?
Maybe.
That's not cool.
Don't worry, we love you. We love you.
Hey, you know what? Fucking up in San Antonio, I have an old NES that I play fucking the original Mario, the block game on.
You know what's sad? You know, I love gaming. I'm a competitive player, obviously. And I mean, I've played video games since I was fucking 3. I mean, the first game I ever played was fucking Halo Combat Evolved. And, you know, shockingly, I've never played a Mario game.
Wow.
What?
I didn't even know that.
I've never played a Mario game. I've never played a Zelda game or anything like that.
Okay, Zelda. I don't even fucking be started about Zelda. Zelda, you need to play Zelda. Zelda is amazing. I love Zelda. Zelda, and another one too is fucking Kingdom Hearts.
I've never played that either.
Kingdom Hearts is out.
I've never even seen gameplay. of that.
Is fucking amazing. Really? Kingdom Hearts is so good. I love Kingdom Hearts.
I've never played that game
Wait.
or any old games like that. To be honest with you,
Really?
I've always played Mario games though.
I think probably the oldest game I've like played, not oldest, but pretty old game, is Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. I mean, Crash Bandicoot was good. Crash Bandicoot was amazing. I love Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, it just kind of sucks that Crash Bandicoot kind of fucked themselves. You know, but it's okay.
Is Wii U really a console, or is it just a Wii with an attachment?
I don't know. I'd probably consider it a console. I mean, because it's its own deal.
Yeah, but first you buy the Wii, you can play it by itself, and the Wii U is just an attachment for the Wii, for different games like the Move for PS3. You can still play it without it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I never really thought of it like that. But I mean, like, of course, there are some games that, you know, I mean, it's strictly made for Wii U, so I mean, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably count it as its own console. But yeah, I really do. I really do like Nintendo. Mainly back in their old days, but I don't know. Nowadays, they're kind of, you know, not really doing too well, which kind of makes me a little sad. But I mean, the main two juggernauts are Xbox and PlayStation. You know, Microsoft and Sony. But they're both really good. I mean, I own a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One, and I play them both actually very frequently. And I really do enjoy both of them. Both of them have aspects that I love. I love the fact that the Xbox One is, you know, it's kind of an all-in-one console, like an entertainment system, a gaming system, and then I love the fact that the PlayStation is a little close to a PC, because I love computers. I'm a nerd when it comes to computers and everything like that. But I'm really interested to see where Microsoft heads in the next few years. Like I mean, they're taking some pretty big steps. Like did you hear that supposedly this year, around the time where they release Windows 10, they're also going to be releasing augmented reality? Yeah, so pretty much it's like it's mainly a computer, I guess, like a computer like software, and you can use it for playing video games too. Very little. I think the only game they have that right now they're planning on supporting it is Minecraft, because I don't know if you knew this, but Microsoft just recently bought Minecraft for a lot of money, like a stupid amount of money. Like Notch is probably on his own private island, fucking bathing in fucking gold, fucking blocks right now, fucking chilling with all them fucking Minecraft bitches. I mean, But yeah, so pretty much what the augmented reality deal is it's like a pair of glasses that you put on, and then they're like these little silver strips or shit that you like lay out somewhere. Pretty much. Okay, so you've seen the movie Iron Man, right?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so you know how Tony Stark walks through his office and everything is like projected like 3D, and he can pick it up and touch it and like throw it around and stuff like that. It's just like that.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just like that. It's
Actually, what product I would like to see? I'm not sure this is the real deal, or I remember seeing a picture about it. If you are an Xbox player, or I think Microsoft is making this. I forgot who it was. I've seen this a long time ago. Saw it a long time ago. It's actually a computer that takes all your Xbox games that are digital, and you can play it with a controller. So basically, it's like a laptop. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, what's
That?
No, that's FO. It's faux. It's like another company that's trying to tackle the Oculus more quickly than the Oculus.
Yeah, and I think I was talking about basically like long story short. For instance, I could be playing Destiny from a laptop anywhere. I can take it on the go. I think it's gonna be more off the digital games that you have on your Microsoft account, and you just load it up on that laptop. I believe it's a separate system, or it's gonna work with like Microsoft related products, and you can basically play like your Xbox games or the games that you downloaded on 360 or One, same shit, and you can play it from there. I mean, I would really love to see that. I mean, taking Destiny on the go, that's fucking amazing. That's like, that gave me like a full-on boner. There's a few companies who have done something similar to that. Steam did something similar to that. Alienware did something similar to that. Alienware just released something, I don't know what it's called. I apologize for that. And it's pretty much like a console, and you could like supposedly play PC games on it, and there's stuff like that. And then Steam also tried to do something similar to that, but it's really hard to try and get consoles to run PC games, because consoles are on a like a technical level not even anywhere close to PCs. Yeah, they have their limit between like PC and a console.
Yeah, and that limit is very large indeed. But I would be excited to see something like that come into play. Supposedly, when the update for Windows 10 comes out, that's supposedly what that's supposed to do.
Yeah, I think it was related to that update. I'm not sure if it's gonna be for Microsoft products or it's gonna be a whole separate like system. But honestly, I find that interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see that too, because I think it'd be really cool. But of course, the solution to all of this, the solution to all of your problems, is to just go buy a gaming laptop.
Honestly, coming from a console player, not to diss consoles, but like, honestly, I always thought consoles were the best because I love consoles. I mean, that's the first thing I've started off playing with. It was I remember the first console I ever played was the PlayStation, just a regular PlayStation, the PlayStation 1.
Good old PS1, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that thing. I actually have one sitting right over there.
Oh, that's cool.
No, fuck.
I think I still have games for
Really?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but after seeing all these like live streams on Twitch, like H1Z1, Arma, it's got me really interested to switching over to PC.
Yeah.
And I really want to do that because I feel like I'll have more of an opportunity to either get big or even just have fun, let alone.
Yeah, PC is really something really good to get into. And nothing beats fucking Ultra HD, those graphics are just
Fallout 3 Ultra HD.
Oh
I
yeah.
would love to fucking play that.
Well, you can mod. No, that's the other thing I love about PC too, is you can mod the shit out of it because there's no restrictions. I mean, of course, there's moral restrictions, but even then, you could go to the modding place that shall not be named, the Nexus, and and you could download some pretty good mods for a lot of Bethesda games. Ooh, speaking of Bethesda, did you hear, supposedly, at this year's E3, they're going to have their first ever press conference? So, Bethesda's never had a press conference at E3 before, for those of you that didn't know that. And they're going to have their first one ever this year. And there was just a leak on the internet that was released of it was supposedly someone who worked on the cinematic trailer for Fallout 4. And people are speculating that now, since Bethesda is having their first ever press conference, that we could possibly be seeing Fallout 4 confirmed this year.
If that does happen at E3, I can tell you this now. I will take off my pants, slip out fucking Sergeant Longrod, and cry.
Sergeant Longrod. Is that what you call your dick, Sergeant Longrod?
Yeah. Sergeant Longrod reporting for duty.
Fucking attention!
Attention!
Yeah. Yeah. I would be really excited if they did, confirm Fallout 4, because I've been a Fallout fan since Fallout 2. Even though it looked like shit, it was a really fucking good game. It was the first game like that out there, and the story behind it is really good. It has a really good story, really good gameplay mechanics, for being an old PC game, And also, I played the first ever Elder Scrolls game, which was called The Arena, and that game was, the gameplay was at the time, as best as they can make it, but it was really fun. It was really fun. I still remember. I don't remember. I remember hearing a friend of mine who made a female character, and you could make them fully naked. I don't ever remember doing that on my own. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I didn't do that.
Someone had fun touching themselves. I don't know. I feel like that's happened, but don't quote me on it.
Yeah, don't quote him on it. I didn't touch myself to my naked female character in the arena. Don't quote him. I didn't do it. I didn't.
An interesting thing I would love to see, how they have like Elder Scrolls Online. What if they had like a Fallout Online? I would love to see how that would happen. Honestly, I would kind of be scared to play that, because imagine just walking around either the capital or the Mojave Desert and just seeing a fucking fat man just going in the air, hearing that woo, and like, oh shit. You're donezo.
Yeah,
and
then the next thing you know, you have a face full of a fucking mini nuclear missile that has been forcefully shoved into your anus without lubricant. But
what could be even worse? Having it take place in Washington D.C. and seeing a group of people with experimental MIRVs and just hearing fucking good 20 of those or even more going off at you. That would be fucking scary. Honestly, I feel like Fallout Online could be really good. Making like your own little bandit squad, or making like something like a role-playing squad, something like that, or just
like a sexual role-playing squad, like sexual role-playing, like dressing up like a maid and shit.
If that's your fantasy.
Maybe let's not talk about that anymore.
All right.
No, for a while they were actually thinking about making Fallout Online, but the idea was scrapped because it wasn't being made by Bethesda. It was being made by a third-party company, and Bethesda was like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing? Taking our name and our look and making something that we didn't know about? So let's take this to court." And they literally bent them over the fucking judge's desk and shoved the fucking gavel so far up their ass that their fucking grandchildren are probably still in jail. Like it was brutal.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It was really bad. I remember hearing the story about that and reading the articles and stuff, because as soon as I found out that there was a chance of Fallout Online, I was like, ooh, let's look into this. And I read more into it, and I was like, oh, that's just court rape. That's all that it is.
I feel like Fallout Online would be really interesting, but I feel like the lag would be beyond real, knowing that, it depends on what the enemy would contain with them, Like, just imagine a big group like I said. What?
It's a good song.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
I fucking love this.
Black Parade. Well, Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. Really good song.
And as I was saying, it would be a really good game, but at the same time, I feel like it would just be a big rape session.
It would be. Another thing that you have to think about too is the server size would have to be massive. I mean, it'd have to be like crazy to be able to support all of that. I mean, you know, I'm assuming that like you'd probably join in like separate servers, and only separate servers can, you know, support so much, because, you know, have to think about the render time of the maps, you know, everything else like that. I mean, you know, like all the nerdy and technological shit. I mean, computers could do it. Computers could do it, no problem. But there's no fucking way consoles would be able to handle that. I mean, you probably put it into your Xbox One, and your Xbox One would grow arms and get a gun and probably shoot itself.
Yeah, just say, fuck this shit, I'm out of here.
Yeah, like, fucking, like, what the fuck is this? Like, do you really think I could run this? Like, and start laughing? And then, like, instead of you talking to your Connect would talk to you, and it'd be like, bruh.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah, it'd be like, bruh. Fucking bruh.
Actually, you know what? I wonder how the Elder Scrolls Online on console is gonna be like.
I'm assuming it'd be very similar to Neverwinter.
Well, it looks like I'm not buying that game.
I mean, I'm still gonna get it. Yeah, for sure, Boner Killer. I'm still probably gonna get it. You know.
Don't get me wrong, Neverwinter's a fun game, but once you hit to a certain point,
yeah, I mean it's a fun game until you hit that fucking potato frame rate of like 5. I mean 5 FPS is like,
and fucking continuous just fucking dropouts and just ultimate lag, getting kicked out of the lobby and just getting sent back to the menu and going back to getting into your character, then repeating the whole thing. It's annoying.
Yeah, I mean I'm still, you know, I still like the fact that
I'd be in jail right now.
that an actual MMO did make it to consoles. I'm really happy about that. But, you know, of course the first, I guess the first MMO, you know, that made it to consoles was Diablo. But
I've never played Diablo, and I want to.
Really?
Yeah, I really want to.
I'm gonna fucking tell you, dude, Diablo is fucking amazing. Blizzard is an amazing company.
Yes, they fucking are.
Yeah, Blizzard's awesome. Like, I'm literally looking at the fucking, like, World of Warcraft icon on my computer right now, and I love it. Same with Hearthstone and fucking Heroes of the Storm, all of that.
Actually, I don't want to go to the store.
You know, all of that shit. It's all really, really good. I really do. I really do love Blizzard, and I love the fact that they mainly run off of college students. You know, like, I think that's really, really good that they're giving, you know, students fresh out of college, or, you know, just students in general a chance to, you know, make their own, you know, in the gaming industry. And I think that's really, really good. I'm really, really happy that they're doing that. I really am. But I can't say enough about Blizzard. They're an amazing company. And especially they've been around for a long time too. Like, World of Warcraft just hit its, I think, like 12-year mark of running. Like 12 years it's been up. Just fucking crazy. I mean, because I played World of Warcraft for, fuck, I want to say like 5 years. That's a long fucking time to play one game, you know. But then again, I've been playing Fallout 3 on and off since it fucking came out. You know, because that's a game I can never get enough of. I love the Fallout series so much. I'm really excited to see if Fallout 4 is really being confirmed, and I'm really excited to see what it's gonna be, where the location is gonna be, what the gameplay is gonna be like, what it's gonna look like on next gen consoles. You know, because they have a lot more to work with next generation consoles, and everything like that.
Ian, I have a question for you.
Okay.
I need your opinion on something.
Okay.
In Destiny, who would you think would win in a Crucible match?
Okay.
Terminator or Lord Shaxx?
My money's on Terminator.
I feel like I would put my money on Lord Shaxx, because I could just see that horn going up his ass. But then again, Terminator would probably golden gun him for the entire match.
No, fucking Terminator would probably ask him for more of that horn.
No, Terminator's a good player though.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Good kid. Even though he's older than me, but still, he's a really good person. Honestly, going back onto the topic of Destiny real quick, I think a pretty fun thing and interesting thing to see is a double skirmish against Lord Saladin and Lord Shaxx with your duo. that would be interesting. Like, them, being AI, of course, but set to a really intense difficulty.
Yeah.
And if you were to win against them in a best out of 3,
Yeah.
you get some pretty good fucking reward, or their armor with some pretty good stats or good perks. I mean, I would actually love to see that. I personally wouldn't want to contend in that because I wouldn't want a horn in my ass and I wouldn't want to be smacked by a flaming gong.
Yeah. I really wish Destiny would kind of, you know, and instigate things like that where you could, you know, because the whole thing is become legend, and I think it would be interesting, you being the new legend, be able to go up against the old legends. I think that'd be really, really fun and interesting to be able to do. I think it'd make the game really, really interesting and make it really fucking hard too, because I mean, they practically, you know, like everything you do, they kind of did before it was cool.
Yeah.
Like they're like the fucking hipsters of Destiny.
Yeah.
They did it before it was cool. Fucking hashtag no filter and shit.
I think I would love to go against fucking Cade. I wonder how that would go. He'd probably go invisible the whole fucking match, but I mean, it'd be interesting. That's one of my little secret Destiny fantasies, going against fucking Cade.
Yeah, like their armor looks like, some of their armor looks really shitty, but imagine it being like they have the ability to equip full exotics. Like that's all exotic armor, and you roll in like level 34 and they're like level fucking 50 and shit. You're like, oh wow, let me just do some anal stretching real quick so I could fucking prepare myself for this.
Yeah, let me just wipe off my credit card from my account before I sell my fucking Xbox One.
Yeah, I know,
That
right?
kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's dude, fuck man, playing points in video games in my life, there's been points where I borderline sold my fucking consoles because I've fucking raged so hard.
And speaking of Dark Souls, when Ian brought it up that how you guys should try it out, you guys really should. Confession, I mean, these two know it. Oh, Tyrell doesn't. My homeboy Tyrell. Yep.
Also known as Ty.
Yeah, Ty. He loves ties. I don't know why.
And if you're wondering, he's not black.
Yeah,
He's full-blown white,
Yeah.
all the way to the core.
he's probably more wider than our walls.
I'm Hispanic. I'm just white.
He's white complected.
Yeah, that's more of a suitable term.
Yeah.
When I got Dark Souls, I think it was Dark Souls the first one or the second one. It was free on the 360.
It was Dark Souls 1.
Dark Souls 1.
Dark Souls, yeah.
And I played 5 minutes of it. I was interested until I got into a big fucking Shrek looking boss with his fucking, I guess, spoon of a weapon. I deleted that game within 5 minutes. So, yeah, if you guys ever get that game, have fun and try not to sell it.
And if you're wondering how to, if you're wondering how to beat that first boss, his name is, or her name technically in the lore, her name is the Asylum Demon, and they give you an opportunity to do a plunging attack. Do that plunging attack, switch to a two-handed by pressing Y, and just beat the shit out of her and avoid her so-called spoon, and you're good to go. Yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta do. And Dark Souls 1, I have a character that has beaten the game fully all the way through. It's a new game plus 10. And then on Dark Souls 2, I have a character that's on new game plus 8. And then I have another character that's new game plus 4. And then in Bloodborne, I have a character that's new game plus 5. Which it's a really hard game. But let me tell you, it's fucking addicting. Like the feeling of being stuck on a boss for like days, hours, weeks, you know, however long you get stuck, because it sucks to suck and be a scrub. But it's just the feeling of beating that boss finally after fuck you and that fucking spider. Don't even.
Ian, I've been meaning to ask you that.
All right, go.
What's wrong with spiders? Why do you eat spiders? Like every
Okay.
time I would, when we first played the first mission to House of Wolves, he mentioned there was a spider and you got pissed. Why is that?
Okay. So yeah. So it's because of Bloodborne. Yeah. I don't have a fear of spiders. I don't have arachnophobia. I just fucking hate them because there's a boss in Bloodborne.
Kicked his ass.
Yeah. Many times. I finally conquered it. I made it my bitch, and pretty much it's like a spider boss, and it summons other little spiders, and those other little spiders are a pain in the ass, and the big spider is a pain in the ass, and but just like the feeling of victory, and the feeling of just fucking conquering, of just conquering something you've been stuck on for so long is amazing. Like it's completely, it's indescribable. Like I can't compare the feeling to anything else. Like for one that I was stuck on for a long time was oh man, what the fuck was its name? Smog and Ornstein in Dark Souls 1. You have to fight two bosses at once, and depending on which boss you kill first, it depends on how strong the other boss gets. Because pretty much once you kill one, it pretty much absorbs the power of the other one, and it goes from being a dick to being like a huge dick.
Spider dick.
Ian, before your gaming boner arises real quick, would you like to go get something to eat and go to commercial break real quick? See what we got around the house. Go raid it out.
You could do that. I'm going to stay here and talk.
Alright. Some music.
Alright, they will be they will be right back, but you get to sit here and listen to my lovely voice for a little longer.
Welcome to the cool side of the pillow.
Pretty much.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go and put on some music. Look Alive Sunshine by My Chemical Romance.
Yes. So back to ranting on about the complete and utter feeling of victory. It's utterly indescribable. I can't even begin to explain how amazing it feels being stuck excuse me, being stuck on something for so long. Hours, weeks, and then just coming back to it, sitting down, having your cool off, playing other games, and then beating it. It's amazing. I really can't even explain it. The other thing you guys should do is you should go check out my friend Josh's channel, AES Cynical on YouTube. I will link his channel in the description. He posts videos occasionally, and he's a really funny guy. He live streams as well alongside me. We do dual streams in Destiny, and we do dual streams in other games. They're really fun. You should check them out, and follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. You could get more of us, because we have good chemistry together. We really do. Our live streams we never have a dull moment. It's always something, always cracking a joke or raging, or so something very similar to that. It's very similar. There's very rarely that there's a quiet time on the air. There's never really any dead air between us. We're always talking about something, sharing stories, or anything like that. It's really fun playing with him. It's really fun playing with all of the guys, and our commentary is like it's like gold for your ears. Just so imagine like liquid gold being poured into your ears, but it doesn't burn or anything like that. I mean, it might, because me and Josh threw down some sick and fucking savage roasts. But yeah, you should go check us out. I'll link everything in the description, and everything will probably be at the end of the video. And everything.
Back in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let's see what we got going on.
I'm following him. I'm a Smurf.
Okay. So another thing I also want to talk about too is Josh, are you thinking about getting back into Battlefield, or?
Not to hate on the Battlefield community, and I really should, because it's true. But honestly, I don't know what has more drama, Keemstar or the Battlefield community in general. So that's a big negative.
Well, then there you go. Looks like Battlefield, they're gonna be without You're gonna be one Josh short, which is a shame. Josh is a really good player in Battlefield. We actually have a buddy. We actually have a buddy. His name is Winners, and he's number 1 or number 2 in the world actually for Destiny. Not Destiny. Excuse me. For Battlefield. He's really, really, really good. Really, really good at Battlefield. I think he had his own team at one point, and then he joined other teams and whatever. And but he's a really good player. He's a pretty cool guy too to hang around with. Saying some words about our friend Winners and all of his
Auschwitz a-hole.
all of his lovely interactions with the e-girls. Yes, Austin is a really fun guy. But another thing I also want to talk about too is now that I'm alone. Oh my! Now that I'm alone with Mr. Tyrell. Ty, how have you been doing?
I've been doing great.
How have you been doing, Ty?
I've been doing great.
That's really, really good to hear. So, Ty, what's been going on with you? Playing any interesting games lately or anything like that?
Actually, no. The only interesting games I play are Destiny right here. Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny's a really fun game. God, I fucking keep going back to it. Shit. But it's really, really fun. I really enjoy the game a lot. It's like really consuming.
Yeah. These last few weeks are really consuming with this final shit.
Oh yes, finals for school. Yeah, the end of the school year is coming up pretty soon. You know. Finals are either coming to an end or coming to a beginning wherever you go. Possibly mainly coming to an end, you know. Hopefully coming to an end, but you know, fucking, it's like PTSD, you know. You see a piece of paper and a pencil, and you're like, no finals. Oh, you sit down. And you lay down, you pass out, you know, the exhaustion, everything like that. But you know, in the end, it's all totally worth it, you know.
Is it? Is it really?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you tell me, is it worth it getting a piece of paper that states I graduated from school and I'm not mentally retarded?
Well, I could be mentally retarded in school and great with the computer. I'm not retarded then.
That's true. Actually, you know, as long as you have computer smarts or you have smarts in anything, you can probably make it anywhere in this world. Mainly computer smarts.
Like, you can be a complete retard in, like, school-wise, but you're good at physical activity, be a coach. Be a teacher for anything physical. You'd be great.
Yeah, but the only thing is I need a, you know, kind of a diploma or a GED in that. Or...
Not for the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, Jesus.
I need to lose the fucking weight.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Josh.
And you know it's fucking true. Shut up.
You're fine.
No, I'm not.
You're sexy, Josh. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Oh.
Nobody is.
That makes me want to rub my nipples.
Oh, then go for it. Take off your shirt and rub your nipples in front of me. Oh God, he's doing it.
Oh, Schmeagol!
He was. There is contact to the nipple.
Yeah.
Like I saw.
Yeah. See, even Ty's rubbing my nipple.
Yeah, Ty's rubbing his nipple.
He just grabbed the whole enchilada.
The whole
Not
enchilada.
the plate. He got the whole fucking 9 yards.
Yeah, not just the nipple, but full on teat. I mean, it was full palm to tit action.
Sorry, Josh, couldn't help myself.
I told you he's sexy. You can't deny.
You can't resist the long hair.
Oh my. I mean, you could get lost in that hair like a forest.
It's not humanly possible.
A forest of sexy wonders and mysteries.
Couldn't have described it better.
Yes, very, very much so. Well, we're actually nearing our time to call it quits. We've been recording for about an hour and 8 minutes.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty
So
long.
we're gonna call this podcast an end. If you enjoyed listening, we're gonna be doing this every Saturday, and you could feel free to subscribe. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Follow me and Josh on Twitter. You can subscribe to us so you can get more of us, because I know after listening to us now, you're gonna be begging us for more, and we'll give it to you. We'll give it all to you, all of it.
I'll give you the 7.5 inches, 3 fingers wide, baby.
And for everybody who's listening, you just found out how big Josh's dick was. And you should feel proud. You should feel proud of yourselves. You could take that knowledge, you could masturbate to it, you could tell stories about it, you could tell your grandkids, you could tell your mom, you could tell your dad, you could tell your grandma, you could tell your great-grandma, you could tell your great-grandpa, you could tell whoever the fuck you want. You could be like, hey, you know what, I was just listening to a podcast and found out this guy has 7.53 fingers wide in his dick.
I can tell you one thing, you're going to be dreaming about it tonight.
You're definitely gonna be dreaming about it. You're gonna be seeing it in your dreams. You're gonna be seeing it when you wake up. You're gonna it's
And if it hits your face, I'm sorry.
yeah. It's gonna be like PTSD. You're gonna like you're just gonna hear the number 7 and you're just gonna think Josh's dick. Oh my god.
Or if you're out for a nice morning jog and you hear the trees rustle, you're just gonna think, they're in the trees, man!
That or you're gonna think of his pubes. Either one. Either one.
Either one's fine.
Alright, well, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for joining us on this fine Saturday night.
Pretty sure it's Sunday.
Yeah, as of right now, it's Sunday, actually. It's 3:08 a.m. So we are going to be signing off, and I really appreciate you all listening. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. I'll let my friends say their final words.
I'm Big Papa Schmeagle, and this won't be the last time you'll hear me.
Nam time, and I'm going to sleep right after this.
And one last thing, don't ask why we came up with the word Schmeagle. We didn't. Austin, our buddy, just threw it out, and I was like, Schmeagle. I'm gonna start saying that now.
I like that, Schmeagle.
And he can't get us to stop saying it either.
Yeah, no, Schmeagle has been permanently burned into my book of vocabulary.
It's been.
And my real name is Josh. I mean,
yeah, you've heard me refer to him as Josh.
Yeah. And I mean, it's great to be a part of this podcast. This is my first podcast ever, and it's pretty fun. I gotta admit, and I look forward to doing this again with Ian and Tyrell.
They're only gonna get bigger and better. So, well, thank you all for listening, and tune in next week, Saturday, and I will see you all, and hear you all, and feel you all later.
Still not black.